Okay, in this video I'm going to look at this identity, and the very first thing I'm going to do is remind you that I'm going to prove this using the definitions of factorial and binomial coefficients, and then I'm going to show you a clever way of thinking about this same identity. Okay. First of all, notice that nk is equal to Cn comma k, which is a number of combinations. These are binomial coefficients. Okay, and I've done this one on the board also, but I'm going to go ahead and reproduce it here in this video. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and write the left-hand side of that equation up there is Cnk times Ck comma j. And now I'm just going to plug in to the equation n factorial, n minus k factorial, and k factorial. And I'm going to have n factorial, n minus k factorial, k factorial. And now when I plug into the formula, I've got to keep track. It's k that's in the numerator, and it's k minus j now, and it's j factorial. And so I guess immediately the first thing I see when I look at this is that we have these k factorials canceling out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and write the numerator n factorial all over n minus k factorial, k minus j factorial, and j factorial. I think I'm going to leave that one the way it is and work on the right-hand side now. And I think I can get it into the same terms. This one is Cnj times Cn minus j, k minus j. And this is the trickiest part here, is actually plugging in n minus j and k minus j into this formula for the binomial coefficients. And you'll see, it works out. We have n factorial, n minus j factorial, j factorial. See, that's the same j in the denominator. And now I have n minus j factorial all over, the first one minus the second one. Let's just do that up here. N minus j minus k minus j is equal to n minus j minus k plus j, because I've taken that minus sign and distributed it. I have net minus a negative, so it's plus j. And now we see that the two j's cancel. Minus j and plus j cancel, and I get n minus k. So I'm just going to go ahead and write n minus k factorial there, instead of writing all this stuff. Okay, so this was a useful little calculation off to the side that gave me this term. And finally, k minus j factorial. And I think I have a cancellation that is just what I'm looking for. The n minus j factorials cancel, and I'm left with, I think, exactly what I want. N factorial in the numerator, j factorial in the denominator, n minus k factorial in the denominator, and k minus j factorial in the denominator. And I believe that I can go, certainly the numerators are the same, n minus k factorial, k minus j factorial, and j factorial. Yep, there's the same. Left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. Okay, that checks out. Now's the fun part. So that's just a little bit of algebra, and I kind of did this fun, well, this step really saved me here when I found that n minus j minus k minus j was n minus k, and I inserted that here in blue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that the left-hand side is first choosing a k-element subset subset from an n set. And then choose a j element subset from that k set. Okay, so I have this set of size n, and I'm going to choose a k element subset, and then from that k element subset I'm going to choose a j element subset. Okay, not sure that's very legible. Let's label my j element subset in a slightly different color. J element subset. Okay, so that's the number of ways of doing that, the left-hand side. Now the right-hand side is starting with the set of size n. First, we're going to choose a j element subset from that set of size n. Then, in order to end up with the same thing, we're going to choose the rest of what was this k element subset. But we've already chosen j of the elements of it, and so we need to choose now k minus j elements out of the remaining elements that aren't already chosen. So we're choosing k minus j elements out of n minus j elements. So out of this whole region that I'll shade red there, out of this region, which is of size n minus j, we need to choose this many elements, which is k minus j. And now I'm going to get rid of both of those red things and say that now we're going to choose the remaining elements, and we're going to choose those k minus j elements and add them to the j elements that were already in there, and now I have my k element subset. And so I chose, it's the right hand side is choosing out of n j, and then choosing out of n minus j n minus k. No, then choosing out of n minus j, k minus j. Okay, and so c and k, c, k, j. Okay, so those two are equal. It's two ways of doing the same thing. I hope you see it. It's kind of a neat thing.